Hi, I'm Dick Billows, president of 4pm.com, and I'd like to welcome you to our Project Manager in Action videos. These are movies where students and practicing project managers learn how to do their trade and their profession correctly by seeing it done wrong first, common mistakes being made. I'll give a little bit of an explanation, and then we'll see it done the right way. And you'll see the consequences of the error and the benefits of doing it the right way. We've made over 170 of these movies, and we make them freely available to faculty and students of project management all over the world, in fact. In this latest episode, we have a senior executive who comes out of retirement to sponsor a critical project for the organization, and he brings some very old-fashioned ideas about starting fast and not doing a plan. He also brings some very old-fashioned ideas about the role of women in project management, and we'll see how he learns about that as well. Please enjoy the movie, and I'll be back to talk with you in a bit.
Guess who's headed our way? Why, it's your boyfriend, Mr. Calderon. I bet he gives you the PM assignment on the big customer service project. I believe he has Angelo, that silver-tongued devil from sales, with him. I hope that jerk is not going to be a stakeholder or involved anyway in the project, no matter which one of us gets to manage it.
I think you'll find them useful as you manage the big customer service project.
Thank you very much, Mr. Calderon, for the kind words. We're busy, but we'll spend a few minutes if he needs our help. Mr. Calderon?
Angelo, you're going to have to work with them. Use them to make this project a success. Veronica heads the project office. Reggie is a program manager who has been here for years and years.
I didn't realize you were a project manager, Angela.
Oh no, I'm a division manager, not a number crunchers.
You mean you've never managed a big project like this?
Heavens no, I have people who run projects for me.
Well, we can show you the ropes, and we have many of the forms and project management guidelines you're going to need.
Angelo, I want you to go easy on learning the old way of doing projects. I'm looking for more aggressive and efficient project management. Let's tell them about our project.
Mr. Calderon has me overseeing a customer improvement project, which is going to revolutionize customer service in this company.
I think you're going to be proud to have supporting roles in this project.
We're already rolling.
And Angelo has the project's acronym and finish date already set. So I
don't get it. What's going on with you two?
It's great to have the finish date and acronyms so quickly, but I'm sure you understand the importance of having a scope statement for your big project.
That is academic crap. We have a goal for the customer service project, and it's called world-class customer service.
Fabulous! And how will you know if you reach that goal, sir?
I will know, and that's all that matters. And it is a goal we can all be proud of.
It is not a clear scope, sir. It does not define success, nor does it set a measure for reaching success. It also does not help us decide what deliverables are required to reach that scope.
Excuse me for saying so, Mr. Calderon, but this is the kind of flexibility, inspired leadership we need on a critical project like this.
I get it. We start fast and don't let any planning get in the way. We react to whatever problems come up. That never works.
What we mean is the sponsor is supposed to tell everyone what the scope of the project is, and specifically what deliverables the project should produce.
World-class customer service. Anything else is just needless paperwork. A project needs to be fast and agile. See how easy it is to be a great sponsor?
Mr. Calderon, you need to plan a project of any size, but a project this big, affecting all company departments, needs a thorough plan that covers everything.
This will be a god-awful mess. The two of you have no idea how bad this is going to be.
Mr. Calderon, I think we have a couple of women who are a little hysterical facing a big project. Everything is under control. Angelo is here.
Yes.
Besides, what bad could happen?
All right, we see that Mr. Calderon has made a number of errors. First of all, not doing a project plan, not defining the scope except for that silly world-class customer service, and maybe the biggest mistake is irritated and offended all of the women project managers and women on the project team by excluding the two most experienced PMs the firm has. Let's see how Calderon tries to dig his way out of that, what problems they have, and how our two heroines come to the rescue.
Well, hello, Barbara. How are things in accounting? Yes, Barbara, I completely agree. Angelo can't pull 6 people out of your accounting department without clearing it with you. I will speak to him and have him send your people back right now.
Cheryl, I understand about task 173, but why is there the 4-week delay on number 117 of your system's implementation? Cheryl, you have not lost your priority for the 6 systems analysts you need. No, the management committee approved at that and nothing has changed. Your project is every bit as important as Angelo's, and he can't just take your people. Wait, Cheryl. Calderon's calling. Let me talk to him and call you back. Hello? Oh, hey, Mark. You're kidding. Our main competitor is promising 100% automated customer service? I know you can't change all our commercials this week, no matter what Angelo says. I will get back to you. Hello? Please, Mr. Calderon. Sir, that's enough. I have had the same kind of phone calls all morning. I'll tell you one thing. He's using your name when he gives all those orders to people. No, sir. I will not talk to Angelo for you. He is your project manager. You need to control him and make a plan that this kind of stuff won't happen.
Is Mr. Calderon's superhero getting himself into trouble?
Yes, all over the organization. Oh, good.
Why, hello, Angelo. I'm hearing a lot about you and your project. It's all over the organization. I've been hearing the same thing, but I've been telling them it's okay because Angelo is here. Okay, but now what's the problem you're calling about? Oh my God, that's awful. Was anybody hurt? Angelo, the people come first, not your project. I'm glad no one was injured when the plane crashed into the old auditorium. But why are you telling me about it? Ah, it was going to be the work area and headquarters for your project team. Well, just go to your contingency plan for the teamwork area. Surely you thought of space options, hotels, public meeting rooms. Well, that's why you do risk management plans, so you will have a place for your team to work no matter what happens. What do you mean there is no team? Did their managers pull them off your project? Oh no, you never got the department managers to sign off of you using their people? You have no staffing plan? Did you think you could just take people from a department and the manager would just let you? I know Calderon said you could use anybody you want, but you still have to ask the manager. Talk to Calderon about it. Oh, he said getting a team is a project manager's responsibility? Well, it is, and so is planning the project and the resources you need.
Angelo, I have been overhearing the conversation, and you have a major disaster that is a career killer. People will remember a disaster like this forever. Well, how about your supplies and the contractors for the construction you need? Oh, well, that's why we do procurement plans. Are you beginning to understand why we do a project plan? Okay, then we will help you do one now. No, we won't do it for you, and Mr. Calderon has to be part of this. Head on up to the conference room and bring Calderon with you. We have a lot of work to do. No, bring Calderon with you, or we will leave your body hanging from the rope you put around your own neck. Now here's what you're going to do tomorrow morning.
I was wrong, Mr. Calderon. We have to have a project plan, and we need Veronica and Reggie to help us do it. That will stop all the complaint calls you have been getting from our management.
Yes, Angelo, you have made a lot of people angry. So angry that they are no longer supporting the project or lending you their people to work on it. A project manager never dictates or gives orders. You persuade people.
I know how to do that.
Then start doing it. Now, what's this silliness about a project plan? I don't think we need one.
The project plan is what I'm going to sell the managers. With it, I'll be able to tell the managers how the project will help the department and what I need from them.
That makes sense. We have to sell them on the plan you produce. I guess you start with me as a sponsor selling the goal. It's world-class customer service.
Can you ladies help us on that? Is that the kind of scope we need?
Sponsor sets the strategy with a measurable scope definition, and that tells everyone precisely what the project will deliver in quantified terms, so there's no wiggle room. We want deliverables that we can measure. The scope and the supporting deliverables need to be defined in measurable terms, like reduce costs by $10,000, so you and the team know exactly what you're supposed to achieve.
Improved customer service is an unmeasurable deliverable. No customer is on hold for more than 15 seconds is a measurable deliverable.
It will take forever to define all these deliverables.
I understand the need for speed, but I also need to know what I need to do. We can all work on the deliverables and you just approve them.
Right. When those deliverables are specified, you can figure out how much work you have to do to produce them, Angelo.
I get it. When I know exactly what the deliverables are, I can figure out how many people I need to do that work.
Poof! I can tell you now that based on my experience, you're going to need 18 people. So that will save us a
We
lot
see
of
that
time.
Mr. Calderon has made a number of errors. First of all, not doing a project plan, not defining the scope except for that silly world-class customer service. And maybe the biggest mistake is irritated and offended all of the women project managers and women on the project team by excluding the two most experienced PMs the firm has. Let's see how Calderon tries to dig his way out of that, what problems they have, and how our two heroines come to the rescue.
Your experience is worth a great deal, sir. But to be more precise, Angelo needs to know what he has to produce. Then he can estimate how many hours of work it will take.
By specifying the scope and deliverables in measurable form, you give your team a roadmap for the project that leads to the goal. It gives you unambiguous checkpoints on their progress.
I've never thought about it this way.
That roadmap is the basis for the project plan, schedule, and budget. It includes all of your decisions. That's how a project manager and sponsor work together.
I was hoping Angelo would be able to do all that. But I can say that my control over the project depends on giving him that roadmap.
Correct. As the sponsor, you specify what you want in the statement of work. Then Angelo, the project manager, helps you build the business case for the project.
That sounds reasonable.
You get the project approved, and then Angelo does the project's planning. He details all the decisions so the team can follow the plan.
Okay, I think I got it, but could we talk through the customer service project and get a good scope?
Let's convert my world-class customer service into a measurable deliverable to give Angelo the endpoint on the roadmap.
Good. How will the organization measure the success of this project? What result do they want to see?
The executives talk about better customer service all the time, especially the president. He keeps harping on a survey we took that had awful results.
Oh, that survey. Only a small proportion of people rated our service as good. I think it was less than 20%.
Mr. Calderon, if less than 20% of our customers rate our service as good, what kind of score would make you and your upper management think this project was a success?
Well, they would love 100%, but that's impossible. I think a score of 70% would have them dancing on the halls of the executive floor.
There you go, Angelo. Your sponsor just gave you the project scope. After the project, we have a 70% satisfaction rating on the customer service survey.
That sure meets all the criteria. It's clearly measurable, and we can objectively determine whether we met it or not.
Let's go with a 60% satisfaction rating. That's a big improvement from what we have now.
Angelo can get to work identifying the high-level deliverables, the waypoints that will get us there. Those are the areas we have to improve to meet the scope, including telephone service, the website, and so on.
Well, I'm late for a meeting. You three manage this project together and show me how things are coming along tomorrow.
The first thing you've got to do is to work with the project stakeholders to build their support for the scope of the project, because they'll be affected by it.
Well, our two heroines rode to the rescue, and they saved Calderon and the whole project, and even Angelo got bailed out. They used proven techniques for defining the scope of the project and forced Calderon to make the decisions required at the front end of a project. Some very good lessons here. Thanks for watching.